squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Stein. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The toss to the outside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. The give on the option. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slithers into space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callow. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fights off the defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Stein. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Stein. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the inside. Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space and
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the 3rd down call, they use some misdirection, they go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football, and get the big 3rd down stop.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, to give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rides the back on the option to give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off-play action on first down. He makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and it comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. Come away with the pick.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Callow. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The play action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Dropping back, it's Eaton. Here's a hit. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Shabera. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on third down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Eaton. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Callow. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Eaton. Firing to the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get...
Turning on the Jets! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion for coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
It'll be third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavalier. Quick strike through the air for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. On the ground with the counter. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here...
Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking for space. It's Cooper. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Cavaliers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sandoval. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They punted away on fourth down. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stein. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs, and that's a nice job sneaking it.
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle with Shabara. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Stein. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Right back to the well. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. They'll move the tight end. Trying to get it to the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The give out of the gun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Back to throw. It's Eaton. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught close to the marker. It's Stein. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Eaton. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Callow. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm. Nice timing for that two-point conversion.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Bring in the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.